Hello guys, how's it going, and welcome back to Tekkit Lite with myself, Lewis. I hope you're all good. And you're probably saying, what is that outside your house? Well, I'm going to take you out and have a little look around, and I'm pretty sure you're very quickly going to realise what this is. Yes, this is a bits and bobs room. This is where all of my good stuff's going to be put from now onwards, from ingots to gems, pipes, wires, IC2, RedPower 2 build craft blocks, mob drop, and miscellaneous. And I'm sure if I think of any more, then I'll add them in here as well. We'll probably have a load of barrels at some point as well for some other bits of rubbish. And if you didn't notice then, I just ran really fast. Look. Whee! I've actually gone and updated a few of my power armor bits. So we now have these guys here, the power armor legs. And I'll quickly show you in here what I've added to them. So we've got sprint assist, so I can go really fast. Jump assist, so I can go even further when I jump. Swim boots, by refining the iron thruster for underwater use, you may be able to add extra forward or backward thrust when underwater, so I just go a little bit faster. And uphill step assist means that I don't have to worry about going up singular blocks, if I just show you out here. And now I can jump really far as well, like much farther than you could with with the quantum armor or anything. So if we just run up here. See, now that's pretty cool. Now, if I show you what I mean about the jumping side of things, it's kind of like flying. Literally, I can go for ages. So, if we was over here next to this guy, the only problem with it though is you can look at my food bar; it goes down really quick. If I was from here, so here we go. Oh, I need to get a bit of a sprint, a little bit of a sprint up. I think I need to eat. Oh, let me munch out. All right, here we go. Now that's pretty cool, isn't it? Definitely really cool. I'm really liking that. So yeah, there we go. There's a few improvements that I've done. Now, if I take you downstairs, I haven't actually done any improvements, but I've started preparing for our sorting machine that we're going to be doing today. So I've moved our battery box down a little bit because I want everything to kind of be underneath a glass floor. So there's going to be a big glass floor here, just showing all the piping and stuff so we can see what we're doing. And oh my god, I should have really sorted that out. But I've moved these over here from here, which I've just wired up over here, plumbed up over there, purely because we're going to have some IC2 machines and we're going to have some not RedPower, some thermal expansion machines, but I haven't wired those guys up because I'm not too sure where I'm going to put them. So I just want to go ahead and make the parts first, then we'll kind of plan out where we're going to put them, and I'll do that after that. I did move one of my chests as well, but I think it's in one of these chests somewhere. I decided not to use it. Actually, no, it's down here, isn't it? It's connected, because I'm going to be using that as like a filter or a relay type thing for my sorting machine. So let's get going. So the first thing we're going to need really is pneumatic tubes, and that's kind of a given, because obviously RedPower needs pneumatic tubes. So we're going to take tons of these. And nice, we got loads out of that. So we've got a good 64 pneumatic tubes, which is more than what we need to actually do this. We're going to need ourselves a relay and probably a sorting machine as well, which means we're going to need a filter, and I did make a filter plan around it somewhere. So we need these guys here. So, you know, we've pretty much already got all of it. So I'm going to take one of these, nice, and I made some red dot wafers and a little bit more blue alloy, which I've been playing with. Unfortunately, I didn't sort my inventory out before I started recording though, so big fail on my part there. I normally start with a very nice clean inventory, and by the end of it, it's very messed up, but I've been quite busy making all of this and trying to get it all prepared for this, so yeah, forgive me on that one. So we've got a filter, nice, and I'm probably going to need like more of these bits eventually, but a relay is like the first thing that you really want to be making because they just make life really easy. So we need that, we need some brass across the top like that, we need some ender pearls, really nice, we need a blue ingot like that, and we need some iron, cool beans. There we go, giving us a retriever, one of those guys, and what else do we need? We need sorting machines. So sorting machines, once again, are pretty easy. So for one of those, we need another filter. So let's get another filter, shall we? Oh, I need another one of these guys. Piston. We need some wood. I'm really looking forward to getting this up and going because it means that soon we're not going to have to like worry about doing all of this. And I can get all this sorted out and we really get moving on a lot quicker then, I think. That's probably a really good way of doing it. So let's go ahead and make another filter. Pow, there we go, another filter. Now we need to do it like this. So we need red dot wafers on the side like that. We need a blue alloy ingot just there, and the rest is just iron. So pretty simple recipe. I really like the RedPower stuff because it means that we don't have to like spend time doing loads of things. So I just want to kind of figure out where I'm going to put all of this stuff, and then I'll crack on kind of designing it. Some of it I'm going to do off camera because it takes ages to get all this going, but yeah, it's going to look good. So basically I want my sorting machine to come out of here. And have I got my screwdriver on me? Yes, I have. Cool beans. There we go. Nice. And we're going to power this guy with these. So, you know, I've done quite a good job at wiring all this up properly. Yeah, there we go. Like I said, I want a lot of it underneath here, so you won't be able to see any of it. And I'll probably put glass over the top, so that way it's looking pretty good. Now, the way I've looked at how I'm going to do this is the pipes are going to come out of here, which is going to be, you know, pretty simple. And I kind of want them to be some RedPower stuff along here. So we're probably going to have a row of 3 or maybe more. So we'd have like 2 there. We'd have another 2 along here. We're going to have some relays down here with our pipes going into the bottom of it, and then we'll have pneumatic tubes coming out the top. So that will be that for those guys, and we're just going to have the regular kind of thermal stuff there. As far as IC2 goes, I want a load of these guys, of the not extractors, I want the recyclers, purely because recyclers are great, and our quarry is going to be putting out tons of rubbish. So these guys can probably go, where do I want these guys to go? Well, they can kind of go along here, I guess, with the piping. Unless it could come under here, that might work, you know, that could probably work. We can have piping along here, and I could have the stuff coming out the top. We could try that. I think I'll have 4, you know, just because we can. And our pneumatic tubing, so this way I can see where it's all going to go properly. So the first lot of tubing would go like that. Oh, I don't want that to cover that. Can I put a cover there? Probably can. Actually, we've got some glass covers here. Or are these hollow ones? Oh, these are hollow ones. That's not good. Okay. Right. Glass covers. There we go. That works better. That looks good to me. So we've got that. Now we need a way of the items being fed into this guy and then actually coming out of it. So the items for these guys are going to come along the top here, and we don't want them to feed into it. So I'm guessing the best way to do this is probably have it come out here like that. So those will then go into the top of the machine. And then we want the items to come out the front of the machine, and they'll be fed into something down here, and then the whole lot eventually will probably come out the side up there. Yeah, that's probably the best way, I think. I do want a glass thing here though, so these guys don't connect. Eventually we'll just do a glass panes along the whole of it, so that way it will look a lot easier. But yeah, I think that's how it's going to go for the time being. So let me get all the machines that I need and wire it up, and we'll be right back, and then we'll actually start getting this thing all connected properly and do a bit of testing to make sure it's all going to work. Alrighty, so I've been very busy trying to get this all sorted, as you can see. Now, I'm pretty sure this probably isn't the best way of running it, but for the time being it's going to do. We're only going to be sorting the items that are going to be coming from the quarry. This isn't going to be a full sorting system just yet. It's just kind of getting it going and making sure it's working, I guess. So let me give you a little rundown of how this is going to work. So we're going to have our recyclers here, which are going to be fed in via hoppers. The hoppers will then pull, this guy here, our retriever, will pull the items out of our recyclers, pulling them up this way, because the retriever is a great kind of thing in which it can do all that sort of stuff. I do need to power it though, so I'm going to have to bring a wire around the back, but except for that, that's how it works. And you do need a timer so that it can actually emit a redstone pulse for it to work. It will not run by itself, it does need a redstone pulse. So that's that. Now the other items, our ores, will be coming out of here, which will go into these guys here, our relays, and we're going to have some of these guys here. We're going to have some pulverizers going into powered furnaces. Then the relays on top will pull them out of there, which will take them directly up into this sorting machine. Now the items that come out of there, our scrap, will also go into this sorting machine, and I have another pneumatic tube coming out of here, which then goes directly into that sorting machine as well. I actually don't want this one going into there, so I might have to put another piece of glass up there actually. I just need to notice that one, because I don't want these connecting. So can we put one there? Yeah, there we go. Great, that's better, much better. Actually no, we do want that we do want that one there. I'm having a moment here. Now the way I'm looking at this, hopefully, is you would think the items could pass anywhere around here, but the joys of pneumatic tubing is that an item that hasn't got a destination will go to the nearest inventory. So for instance, the items that are coming out of here should go directly into here, because that is the nearest inventory along the line. It won't go down that way because this is the first one they'll reach. Once the items go into here, they'll then be sorted again, which will then bring them up to the chests up here. As it stands at the minute, I only have miscellaneous for our scrap and our ores, and yeah, that's pretty much it up there. We have got another blocked one as well, but I don't think I'm going to need that. I think that's just a gems one, which will be for the gems that our thing will collect. So yeah, so let's go ahead and actually get this guy going, or kind of semi-going, I think. So the first thing I want to do is put down these guys, our recyclers, and they're going to go along here. Yeah, just like that. Nice. And yeah, it's working fine because those ones are connected to that. Cool. Now we need to put down our hoppers, which I have made. There we go. Which are going to go. Well, those guys are going to go along there. Now that could be a little problem. That's going to want to connect to that. We might have to bring this up one step. That's probably going to be what we're going to be doing. So, you know, this is the fun with pneumatic tubing and sorting out a sorting system, is it will never go the way you want it to go instantly. For instance, you can see this guy here is like this, and I'm hoping that removing this piece of glass will allow me to put the filter here, and the filter isn't going to connect in any way to this guy. It shouldn't, but you know, that's not always the way it works. So that should do that, and these should have power in them now. Hopefully, yes. And I'm going to go ahead and put a upgrade into each one of these guys. As we have a few spare from our other one, which I removed, because now we just have a nice piece of block there instead. So, right, those guys are set up. Now let's move on to these guys. So the first thing I want to put down is the pulverizers. One there. One there. And if I can reach it, ooh, this is going to be a hard one. Let's go up a little bit. One there. Nice. So are they powered? They should be powered. Yes, they are powered. So now we need to configure these guys of how we want them to work. So the input will be from the bottom of these guys, which is correct. The sides do not need to be active, but the top does, because they're going to be going up. So let's do this the same with all of them. So inputs on the bottom, orange on the top, and the same for this guy. There we go, nice. Yep, that's working fine. I'm going to take my random blocks that I had there, cool. And now let's do these guys. Ooh. So now we want our powered furnaces up here. There we go. And we'll do the same for these guys. So blue is input, we want nothing on the sides, and output on the top. I'm really liking this power armor, by the way. It's making my life a million times easier. There we go. Looking good. Cool. Right. So that should now be those guys all up and running. Let's make sure they're plugged in properly. Yes, they are. Cool beans. Now we just need to assign colours to these guys. I'm going to make myself some paintbrushes. And we're going to see that blue is for ores. Red is going to be for our rubbish. If I can get across here. Yes, I can. There we go. Very nice. And black is going to be for miscellaneous rubbish. Cool. So that should, in theory, work. It's probably not, but you know, these guys have no assigned colours because of the way they're working. The ores will not have an assigned area to go, so they will go to the nearest inventory, which should be the black. So yes, that is hopefully how it's going to work. Now, if we get up here, which is going to be a little bit of work to stand on here, we do want to get up there so I can actually paint the other ones. I actually might be able to do it from... Yeah, I can actually do this from upstairs. So let's go upstairs. And go into our room. And from here, we should. Yeah. Alright, so let's paint this guy. Oh, we don't want that there either, so let's remove... Actually, no, it doesn't make a difference, because once we paint these guys, they'll separate themselves. Pow. There we go. Loving it. And we want black for this guy. There we go. Nice. So these are now all put together, so this, in theory, will work, as we will find out, hopefully. I do need a timer for our retriever, so I'm pretty sure I have a timer around here somewhere. Timer, yes, we have a timer, nice. And we need some redstone, cool beans. So, let's figure out in here as well what we're going to need. So I did do a little bit of mining, and I've basically gone and got all the major ores that we're going to find while we're in there. So let's figure out all the excess stuff we're going to get. So we're going to get that, we're going to get that, we're going to get cobblestone. We could possibly get marble. Flint is one of the things that can come out, so we could have flint. And we could have, so we've got sand, we could have sandstone. Right, so that is pretty much it. We're not going to get any of these above things because we've already mined to a certain level that we won't actually collect any of those. So, yeah, that's looking good. So let's start assigning our sorting machine with the correct things that it's going to need. So the way I'm thinking of doing this, which is probably going to be the easiest way of doing it, without putting it into automatic mode, is we're going to have a excess one down here. So our excess is going to be black, like that. So everything that isn't being sorted will go through the black line. And we have red for our miscellaneous. There we go, which will be this stuff. So you guys are all going to go in here. You know, I don't need any of this. Yeah, that's going to work fine. We want our blue to be our ores. So let's get our ores out of our bag. And just pump these guys in here. So we'll have that, we'll have that, we'll have you, ooh, we will have you, and we want another blue, we'll have you, and we'll have you. Cool, that's looking nice. So now, really, we should be good to go. We do need to get some gems for our top sorting area and the metals we're going to get from it. But we should be in good shape. So I'm going to go up and configure this top one, and I'll be right back and we'll give it a little test run. Cool, right, so I've made some alterations. I've sorted out these guys, gave them properties of colours, and I figured out how these guys, I want them to run as well. So if you have a look inside this one up here, if I get up here, and we have a look in here, we can see that the grey is unidentified items. We have blue for all of our ores and red for all of our gems, and charcoal as well. That actually needs to change that to coal. Actually, I think we'll go ahead and do that quickly. And I'll go ahead and grab myself a little bit of rubbish from here, and we'll just see whether it's all going to work properly. You know, it should work properly, I hope. So we'll take you. Nice. And eventually, you know, I'll get all this transferred over, but for the time being, it's just to make sure that the quarry I can run and I don't have to turn it off, which is the kind of purposeful of this. Eventually, we can then go ahead and make the sorting machine a lot more fun and add a lot more ways of doing it. Eventually I'm going to be using ender chests and stuff with it, so that way when I'm mining or whatnot, I can just throw everything in an ender pouch, goes into the ender chest and gets sorted. That'd be the easiest way of doing it, I think. But you know, for the time being, it seems to be working. So here we go. Test number 1. So first test, rubbish. So it's going down the right route, which is good. And it's going into these guys. Let's make sure this works. So hopefully we have like a 1 out of 8 chance of getting some scrap. Yep, there we go. So he's pulled that guy out. This should now become identifiable, placing it in the nearest available chest, which is the sorting machine. Yep, and he's going to go, yeah, he's going to go black. Nice. Now, did I actually put black as that? No, because he's unidentifiable, he will automatically go black because there is nowhere else for him to go. Nice. Pretty cool. So that's working. Cool. Now let's try the next thing. So I want to try gems. So my worry is that the gems are going to come out of here and they're not going to go directly into there, but they should do because they're unsortable. or then yeah, they're unsortable. They haven't been put in here. So let's try gems and rubbish. So this should now become red. Yeah, going into our gems drawer. Nice. This is working well. And the next subject is a bit of smelting. So you should go into here. And as long as my theory is correct with RedPower, which I'm pretty sure it is, he's going to get smelted. He'll come through here, come down here. The first chest available to himself, as he is a unidentifiable object within the sorting line, is this guy. And then he'll get sorted and sent to the blue chest. Nice. Well, it looks like our guy is working. Cool. Right, so let us go and turn our quarry on. And just make sure that everything outside is working as well as inside. Yeah, I think I'll probably go at the back. Apparently we can swim really fast. Yes, we can. Cool beans. Right. To the quarry. Oh, I love how that works. Oh. Right, you go to bed. Right, here we go. So, oh, I got creepers after me. Not good, not good, not good. Oh, Enderman. Oh, Enderman. I want your goods. I want your goods. Come here. Come here. Oh, you're getting a bit far away from me now. Oh, come on. Come on, come here. Oh, I just want an ender pearl. I could just craft them, but you know, it takes the fun out of it. Alright. We'll forget about you for the time being. Oh, I thought there was a zombie on my bridge then. Okay, right, so all that fun aside, let's go and check our sorting machine. So we should be in pretty good form. Yes, items are being sorted. Nice. The hoppers are great because the hoppers can hold an additional 4 stacks of items. So you think we have 4, 8, we have 4, 8, then we go up to 12 and 16. So that is pretty cool. Of different types of stacks of items, it doesn't have to be the same stack before they get put down into these guys here to make our scrap. So the scrap's going to become great. Eventually I'll probably put it in a packager upstairs or set these guys to go into a packager around here somewhere before they go up into this chest, and then sort them like individually instead of unidentifiable. I can't say that word at all. Unidentifiable items. That's probably the best way of doing it, I think. And you know, eventually we'll get an ore come out, which will go down here, but that's probably never going to happen because the quarry is so big that it's going to take ages to do anything. But you know, I'm quite liking how this is working so far. It's working really well. Oh, we got gravel. Where's gravel going? Did we not sort gravel as junk? No, we didn't. Alright, let's see if we can get gravel. Oh, don't want to go doing that. Oh, there's no way up here, is there? Okay, right, let's go sort this guy out. So we don't want gravel going in here. We want our scrap going in there. We want gravel to go into our machine downstairs, into here, and we'll set gravel as another red as scrap. There we go. Nice. Cool. So we're yet to have a traveller go into our pulverizers, but you know, eventually we should have at least something going in here, and we're going to have tons of scrap for all our UU matter eventually. Like I said, I'm going to get a packager so that way we can make scrap packets, because scrap packets are pretty cool. I'm going to show you what a scrap packet is actually. If you guys don't know what scrap packets are, they're wicked. Let's go grab some scrap, and I'll show you what a scrap packet is. I just love the word as well, scrap packet. So, grab our scrap, and take my philosopher's stone, and you know, this should work. And bam, 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 bam. There we go, we have a scrap box. Now scrap boxes can produce 7,870 EU and 10 EU, so they are pretty good at burning, you know. You can also use these in a mass fabricator, which is wicked, and I'm pretty sure they give you a random object if you click on them. Nice. Got a nice piece of grass. Actually, I'm intrigued to see what else it's going to give me if I try this again. How amazing would it be if it gives me like a diamond or something? I wonder if there's a chance of it giving me a diamond. Well, there must be, because they do say it's a random object. Let's try this again. What is that? We've got Copper dust. Nice, nice. I wonder if it really can give us anything. I'm quite intrigued about that. Alright, I'm just going to clean this up. I'll be right back and then we'll finish the episode off. Nice, all hidden away and looking good. You can see I've laid it all against the wall. I moved this around a little bit. We've had our first traveller come in here as well, which is quite nice. Some iron going up on its way. Hopefully going to the blue one. Yeah, nice, doing its thing. Cool. So it's all working perfectly fine. Last time I checked we had about 38 in there. Oh, there's a Ferris one going as well. Nice, doing his thing. Even sorting himself, good. So yeah, this is nice. It's working perfectly well. The quarry can carry on going. Hopefully we'll have absolutely tons of ores. You can see I've laid a nice load of glass panes along here. And these are actually the glass covers that we're using for these, not panes even, just to kind of hide this guy up and make it look quite nice. I've put a few over here as well, and you can actually make these guys here, which are quite nice, which are hollow glass covers, and what these guys do is it allows the pipes to travel through them as well, which I've done the same here for this guy. Nice. So all in all, I think this guy is a success. You know, maybe not the most powerful of sorting systems, but for the time being, a very simple one and a good guideline on how you can make sorting systems. Bear in mind, you can make them different ways. This is just one of the ways to make them. You can use like a whole retriever type one or a filter type system, but you know, I prefer the color coded. I think it works and looks a lot nicer. Alright guys, that's that for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, then make sure you leave me a comment and whatnot, and I'll see you soon for another one. Have a good one, and goodbye.